Hey guys, I'm back in the same shirt because I'm just filming back to back because this is what I used to do and now I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again and I'm doing it again. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about like the wedding, the thing that has happened, the thing that has caused me to have a second ring and a new last name. It has happened. I am a wife now. I think it's weirder to call Ian my husband because like for so long, I just said this is my boyfriend, and then when we got engaged, I had to get used to saying this is my fiance, which always sounded really, I don't know why, but it sounded kind of condescending, like my fiance, like shoving it in people's face. I don't really like that. But now it's like I'm back into like that non-condescending terminology, but it's still strange to say this is my husband. There's another syllable in there. No, there's not. Boyfriend and husband, 2 syllables. What am I complaining about? So for the past couple of months, obviously, I had to take a break because I was just going nuts. I had MegaCon, which thank you guys so much for all of you who came out to MegaCon and bought stuff from me. You are the biggest reason why we were able to afford our wedding because I made a decent amount of money at MegaCon and literally all of that money went to paying our vendors for the wedding. So you made it happen. Thank you. Also along the same train of thought, if you have purchased anything from my Etsy shop over the last year, I can't express to you how thankful I am, how grateful I am. Thank you so much for not only supporting my small business, but helping me pay off my wedding. Because literally for the past year, I've just been working towards that one goal and it happened and it was amazing and it was incredible. I should also note that I have been getting messages even after the wedding and before the wedding of people asking about our registry information. I was like a little weird about giving it out, but I'm just gonna link it down below in case any of you guys wanna check that out. By no means do you have to at all, but I've been getting a lot of messages, so I just figured it's easier to do like a blanket statement. It's down in the description. You can click it. It's actually on my wedding website too, so even if you don't want to visit the registry, you can check out our website. Obviously, there's just details from the wedding on there, but yeah, we're married, and the day went really like, I want to say smooth, but there are hiccups that were happening that Ian was purposefully not communicating to me because he didn't want me to stress anymore. Because as you know, your girl has anxiety, and that day I was a wreck. The first most important thing that I want to stress is that the entire week leading up to the wedding, I have never felt that level of panic in my life. Like even with just a standard panic attack, even with like when I got laid off a year or so ago and I started having those like really debilitating panic attacks, this was a completely different experience because I just had a constant tightness in my chest. It was like a permanent panic attack that I couldn't get rid of, and it was so hard to deal with, but I got through it. The day of the wedding, I was not nervous whatsoever. I was extremely anxious, just anxious for like everything to like happen the way it was supposed to happen. I was in my room getting ready. Ian and the groomsmen were all at the venue setting everything up. So obviously I've spent months and months making the decor, setting up the mock tables, taking photos, making sure that like everything would be set up the way I wanted it to be set up. And I couldn't be the one to set it up because I had to get ready. So that in itself was one of the biggest stress factors for me, just hoping that everything was gonna look the way that I had wanted it to look. And Ian did an incredible job. There were a few hiccups at the venue with like deliveries not being the full deliveries, and they had to go back and get other stuff. There were checks that were left at home, so we had to like quickly write a different check, just like little things here and there. Also, it rained the entire morning, so from, I don't know, I think we got up at 6:30, so from 6:30 to 3 o'clock, it was just raining. And I was freaking out because our ceremony was completely outdoors. We had somewhat of a backup plan, but not really, because our venue was essentially like a covered tree house. So like it's an outdoor venue with like a little tree house that's covered where like we had the dance floor and the photo booth and all that jazz. It would have been terrible if it had rained all night because it's just, everyone would have been squished into this one area trying to stay out of the rain. I don't know, maybe the universe was like, Bish, I know how much you spent on this wedding, so we're gonna make the rain stop an hour before your ceremony, and it never rained again. And if anything, the rain actually cooled it down a ton. So it ended up being such a good night. It was clear, it was beautiful. There were minimal bugs, surprisingly. I don't remember getting bit or like experiencing anything with bugs at all. It was an amazing night. Two of the things that were interesting, people told me I would cry on my wedding day. never shed a tear, never even teared up. I was just, once Ian and I did our first look and we headed to the venue, I was just so excited. Like, I was happy excited. It wasn't like a sappy experience. It was just like, even when we were doing our vows, like we each read our vows to one another, and it was just like, I was excited. And I don't know, like I just didn't feel like I needed to cry. I was just so happy. I was with my friends and we were having such a good time, and it was great. Something else people told me was that I would not remember my wedding day. I remember everything. I remember every moment. I remember like everything. And it's such a good memory. Like, I've talked to friends who have gotten married and they're like, hey, yeah, I don't ever, the whole day was a blur. I don't remember it. Like, it just flew by. I felt like the day was so perfectly paced. Like, from the moment I woke up with my girls and we went down into the bridal suite and we started having mimosas and just jamming out to music and having bagels and getting ready. And then from that to doing our first look and sharing a beer with Ian to driving to the venue, like just all of it. Like, I remember everything, and gosh, it was such a good day. Like, I just had the best experience. Yeah, I also filmed a little clip. At one point during the getting ready process, I started to get a little bit more anxious than normal. And so my girls were like, why don't you go up to the hotel room and just take a minute to breathe, relax, you know, and then come back down when you're ready. So I did, and I filmed a little clip, so I'll insert that here. Hey guys, I decided that I would film a little clip because I actually have not made a YouTube video in, goodness, I think it's been like 3 months. So I wanted to film something. I'm just filming on my phone because I don't have my camera here. I had to take a break from YouTube because the stress of working and planning a wedding and just everything, MegaCon, running Etsy shops, like it got too much. And I didn't want my videos to suffer, so I just put everything on hold. However, at this point, I should be back up and running. I'm excited to be coming back to YouTube finally. There's a lot of really fun things in the works. And I'm rebranding, obviously, because, you know, I got married. So, well, when you're watching this, I will have been married already. But right now, I'm sitting in my hotel room. All of my girls are downstairs getting their hair and makeup done. I'm going to go close to last. So I came up to the room to just kind of like relax and chill out. And it's raining. So we have an outdoor wedding and we don't really have a backup plan for that. We looked into tenting the outdoor area and it was way too expensive. So we just said, it's fine. It won't rain. Even though the forecast has said all week that it will rain, I just kind of had this hope that it wouldn't, but it's been raining all day. So anyway, yeah, I'm feeling very stressed. I have like this permanent like tightness in my chest. And this is a different type of stress. Like I'm always stressed. I have anxiety. I have panic attacks all the time, but this is like extreme. So I'm trying to stay relaxed and calm, and it's a lot, but I'm getting married today, and that's crazy. That's very weird. It's very weird. It's weird. You know when like people say like, I didn't think it would happen to me. Like I literally didn't think I would ever get married. Nothing like, no reason. I just thought. So it's weird. I'm gonna go downstairs and get ready though. So see you guys later. I don't have any other clips from the actual wedding. I have some photos I can insert to show you guys just some of the preview images that I've gotten back, but just overall was such a good experience. I do plan on kind of elaborating a little more into like tips and things that I would recommend, things I don't recommend, things that I did that I think made a huge difference, things that I didn't do that I think didn't matter if I had done them or not. So expect those videos coming soon. I just have to get everything written out in a cohesive like list, and then I'll make that video because there's a lot of things I want to make sure I touch on, and I can't do that from memory right now. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for just being patient with me. Thank you if you have supported my efforts at MegaCon on Etsy. Thank you if you gave a gift to our registry. Like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I will be sending out thank you cards for anyone who leaves their address on the registry or on the Not Honeymoon Fund. We'll be sending those out, so that's so appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And just thanks for being patient with me, because I've missed making videos so much. And I just was literally, like, aside from the fact that, like, I wanted the day to arrive, like the wedding, to enjoy it and be happy, I was also looking forward to the wedding passing, and then I can get back to video making. So I'm just really excited. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in a few days with another video.